love bugs, is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support y'all been constantly giving me. You know, we are going through times of transition where stuff just feels so heavy, but trust and believe, you know, it is taking you to places that you never imagined. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life, and heading you towards a positive direction. If you feel like the videos are insightful or just give you good vibes, you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through some trying times at the moment and just needs spiritual guidance or just confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give it a thumbs up, like, and also share in the social media favorites wherever you see fit. As always, thank you so much for the love and support that y'all are constantly giving me. It's truly a blessing, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And I'm still listening to the same meditation music as shamanic healing music, Native American Indian flute sound with wolf and eagle. I don't know why I said eagle. And the video I'm doing right now is called Twin Flame 101 Heyokas. Transition of leveling up is testing you. Stay solid with your faith, belief, and patience. There are so many people are being tested right now. A lot of your guides, especially a lot of your family that have passed on, is being very heavy in your life right now because they know there's certain directions that we are going towards, or there are certain things that we're facing that, you know, they really need. You know, we really need that support at that time more than ever. And it's like so many different things is going on with your life that makes you feel constantly challenged all the time. It just seems like when you clear away from one challenge, about 100 of them come out like, hey, you know, we here. And you're like, no, bye. You know, you really want to do that. But these are the things that are testing us to make sure, you know, are you giving in to what the devil is truly trying to make you do? You know, I was listening to Trinius. Oh no, not Trinius. I like him too. Trinius, what was his name? Henderson. Yeah, Trinius Henderson. I like listening to him. I was listening to Trent Shelton yesterday. I love his videos that he does on Facebook as well as here on YouTube. And he was talking about that there's a lot of things that's challenging people right now. And it's like you're going through the heaviest of the heavy, you know, when the devil, evil, you know, there is like a lot of things is being cloaked right now. There's a lot of people that may come into your life that acts like it's, you know, they're all for you, and knowing they coming in to serve a purpose for wrecking you. And those are the things that you already know. God and devil is both using it, but it's for two different things. You know, I say it a lot because Lord, the devil will put things in your life to make you believe that God and universe is working against you. They're playing with you. It's just like, oh yeah, they told you to get rid of these things, you know, that's taking place, and yet you're still here. Or they told you to keep holding on. Has anything happened for you yet? It's like, see all the people that you were supporting, they done left you, you know, and God is not saying nothing to you. But you have to understand, when God is testing you, a teacher is always quiet during the test. Let me say that again. God is always quiet because the teacher is always quiet during the pass of a test. They're always going through a test at that time just to basically see how you're going to move. Are you going to allow yourself to be stuck in that low vibration because things are not unfolding the way you want it to? Are you going to allow yourself to throw your hands up through the most highest peak of your transition? All these things are coming to you to be able to understand, to lean on God. Allow yourself to let him work in your life. Because a lot of times when we become stagnant is because we try to do things on our own, or we're not allowing ourselves to go through that, you know, assistance of free will to come into our lives, to have our guides help us do that, because they send so many different things that's coming into your life that you're going through heaviness, or the challenges of changes that's taking place in your life. A lot of y'all are seeing the different synchronicities, 555, what is it, 8585, all those different numbers that are showing you these are challenges that you're going through, and it's taking you through to be able to connect with your highest good. It is, because a lot of times they want you to challenge those changes that are taking place, allowing yourself to be open for those experiences. There's like, no matter what, look at this in a good way. I'm like, the hell you say, God dog, I'm the one who's going through it. But where's this thing? Y'all are already where y'all want to be. I'm trying to get there, and you just steady testing me. But these are the things that you're going to truly benefit on all accords. Things will start slowing down. Things will start getting quiet. There's so many different things that make you feel shaky, make you feel iffy of what's taking place in your life. It just seems like, everything that you're asking you to go towards, or the vibrations they're telling you to connect with, may feel confusing, hectic. And then there's times that you're going towards a new creativity, and it's just like it's like you constantly stumbling. And you have to understand, God is like, when you ask him, hey, I want this in my life. Okay, are you willing? Like, I'll do anything to get this in my life. And it's like, oh, for real now? Okay. And he'll send you towards different things where it's like giving you confirmation steady. This is going to be for you. This is going to be for you. Just go knock on that door right there. Okay, you go knock on it, and nobody is not allowing themselves, not even peeking through the window, through the curtains, just to see who's at the door. Like, nah, I hear you knocking, but you can't come in. And it's just like, but God, you told me to go to this door. Okay, go this way. 2 clicks. Go down to the right. Hit that door right there. Go down to that one. Nobody answering that door, or no, saying that there's no access. You can't come in here. You're not qualified. And you don't get frustrated, because it's like, God, universe, y'all keep sending me in all these different directions. And every time you tell me to do that, these doors are not opening for me. And it's like, when God tells you shouldn't, when you tell God you're willing to do anything, he gonna hold you to that. Because anytime I'm pushing you through a right direction, but it makes you feel like I'm giving you the wrong advice, trust what I'm doing for you. Because it's like, when he sees that you're not giving up on what you truly are wanting in your life, that lets you know you're going to do any and everything to make sure you're receiving the things that you're asking for. And just when the fact is, when he bless you with that, it's going to be more of what you asked for, just because the fact is you stayed current. You were going concurrently. It was just keep on, moving. But you allowed yourself to even go through the darkest times where you felt like walking away, giving up, just want to throw your hands up and say, the hell with it. It is just too much. But then it's like God saying, obviously, this is not what you wanted, because it's like, you tend to appreciate things when you have to struggle to get to it. And I swear, I get there at times where sometimes it's hard. I choke on the words, but I allow myself to really push back, because I was a hothead. I'm a Taurus, it's just like, my parents are 2 Geminis. I don't know what the heck they were thinking when they created me, but hey, it is what it is, a force not to be reckoned with. But it's just the whole point. I used to be that person when I couldn't figure it out. When I didn't have faith in God or even have faith in myself, I said, the hell with it. No, this is too much. This is too much. Okay. Well, this is not what you wanted. So since I'll let you live your life the way you want it, and I'm going to see how far it's going to go the way you're trying to do things. There's so many different notifications. Believe in yourself. Allow yourself to let go of what needs to be set free. Allow yourself to know whatever you're wanting is going to magnetize into your life. It's going to come into your life, but it's going to be more than what you prepared yourself to receive. And all these things are testing you right now. It's testing your patience. You might be in a karmic cycle with somebody and you trying not to go, Van Damme on them. Okay. But these are the things when it took me a long time to see my karmic cycle and not attach a negative description towards that karmic cycle. It took me a long time for me not to do that. And it's like, when I see my situation, I get on my knees, tears full with my eyes, and I tell God, thank you, because there was a lot of time I put love attention and nurturement towards a situation that wasn't sent to nourish me on any way back. It showed so many different things that whatever you're pushing into this is not being reciprocated. It's not for you. But I brought this person into your life to make you love yourself when that person didn't love you. Control and allow yourself to move within self-respect when that person was demanding you to sacrifice that. Allow yourself to live through the projection of your own happiness, even when that person wanted you to go and feed their ego of insecurities and take your happiness and and self-love and respect for yourself to sacrifice that to make them happy. Anything is the sacrifice, wanting you to get sacrificed in that type of situation was not meant to stay in your life anyway. It was meant for you to learn those lessons, to know, when love does not make you sacrifice things that's going to take happiness away. You're going to take your wanting to see life in a better light that way. Anytime love comes in your life that's meant to be, you had to be able to go through those relationships, those experiences that make you appreciate what the do's and don'ts in that relationship taught you. So when you allowed yourself to invest in love for yourself, staying solid in your truth, to be able to know I'm putting healthy boundaries up. Only time that upsets somebody is because they can't benefit on manipulating you through those boundaries. And you have to stay solid with that. And when I see my situation, I went through my toxic relationships with my ex, as well as toxic relationships through my adopted father and his wife and their family. I appreciate all those different things, because when I was in that situation, I would do anything to have that connection with my mom's ex-husband. I don't no longer call him my father. I don't no longer call his wife my stepmom. But I say that was a blessing in disguise. That was not a part of a family. He was never sent in my life. They weren't never sent in my life to be a family. But it was supposed to protect me of something I forgot about myself. And when I see this situation, I say, thank you. Because now it's like when they're trying to be in my life, I already know it's not for the right reasons. It's for them to be able to be on top of things, but I'm not sharing. I'm keeping things to myself. Even though they have done, the worst of the worst to me, I'm letting God deal with that. I'm not dealing with that. I focus on me, what I'm sitting here to do. But I also appreciate that situation because it lets me know, because it's like I went through the worst of the worst. I was willing to, sacrifice my happiness, my well-being. I was being projected to seem the most evilest person in the world that was just trying to break his happy marriage up. But that shit wasn't happy. But I appreciate what happened with that. Now it's just like, I want to be in your life. No, but I appreciate it though. I don't need, I love you. That's not the type of love I need. And that's not love anyway. That's not love. But I appreciate what those situations has brought to me. And when I see that, even when I see people that I really love dearly in my life, but when you start showing those vibrations that make me feel sketchy about you, it makes me look at you in a whole different way. And then I have to disconnect. And it ain't going to be I used to give excuses. Maybe they're having a bad day, and that started coming up a little bit too often. Or if I tell them about boundaries, they kept on manipulating to go across that just to benefit off of things with themselves. All these things are testing you. Whatever you're wanting into your life, trust and believe, universe is going to test you with that. Life lessons, wisdom. Are you going to believe in me even when things are just not looking like it's going to go right for you? Yes, you're going to believe those things. That's the reason why it tells you to believe in yourself. Believe in what they're trying to move you forward in, because it's going to take you to places that you weren't even supposed to go to. And he's like, remember those doors I had you knock on? I'm going to give you the biggest blessing. Every door you knocked on and they didn't tell you to go get it, you're going to be able to buy each and everything that's behind that door, just because they didn't let you do it. And you're going to show them how better you can do these things. And then when you're entering in a position that you weren't even qualified for, and you master it better than the people that went to school for it, oh, yes, you're a blessing in many disguises that they didn't even see coming. And that's what God wants you to be able to do. Have faith in yourself when I'm telling you to move in a certain direction. Have faith in yourself to move in silence. Not everybody needs to see you. Not everybody needs to be an attachment to you. Not everybody needs to be in your life. This is the time to be focused on yourself. Yes, you may feel lonely in your life, but I'm about to sit up here and gravitate like-minded people into your life that's going to understand where you're trying to go. They're going to be supportive of you. They're going to want to see more of you, to do better of you. They're going to help you move in greater heights, where there was people in your life that seen you as a competition and wanted to see you fail. All these different things is bringing better into your life. And I had to be able to tell myself that. I be sitting up here giving my own that self-talk. I gotta check myself for my own crap that I'm putting myself through. And it's just like, did you move through projection of what that wound was feeling, or you moved through the truth of that? I'm like, all right, touche, goddamn. You gotta even remind me of that, but it was just those things that became the blessing of strength within me. There's a lot of times, like, I used to do videos each and every day or whatever, but it was just like universe, when they told me, hey, make this video. I used to make about 10 or 12 videos within a day and wouldn't take off for 3 weeks straight. Now I'm almost close to I think it's like over 35, almost close to that, probably now 3,500 videos I've made. No telling how many Heyoka videos I made, but I know a lot of people keep on saying you the main one I've seen with a whole bunch of Heyoka videos. But these are the things that they told me to move further in my purpose about, even when I wasn't really sure about knowing about these things. But then when I start putting 2 and 2 together about when I meditate or when I daydream or I space out, I started seeing a lot of things that connect to the thunder beings, to the ancient ones, to the tribal ones, through the chiefs of many chiefs of all these different things, the spiritual totems that's connecting with me in so many different ways, especially at night, when you see all the other totems that's coming to you. And all these different things are taking place. I see us when we take fire rituals. I see when, when the chief priest or whatever you want to call it comes up and they paint your face and they're giving you all these different colors and telling you about the things that you're facing, the things that you have actually conquered. Didn't even really know you conquered these things. You've been moved in directions to where the enemy can't see you be. All these different things are testing you just to see, are you going to move by faith or you going to move by sight? Because a lot of things that comes to you, this is not something you can feel, touch, or taste. This is something they want you to be able to believe in, because you can put yourself into these false prophets and these false witnesses that's been coming up to you, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Anything that is good for you is going to take you through some changes to get through it, because when you finally get through it, they don't want you to waste your time on sitting up here playing games like you did before your awakening, because it's like all them things that you were doing, it wasn't even worth it. And you see, and it's just like, we'll think it's a waste of time. No, it wasn't a waste of time, but I wanted you to be able to experience that, know that energy on that vibration on that. But I'm gonna give you something that's going, all that stuff that you were pushing out, it's gonna come right back. And that's gonna hit different. And you're like, you know what? I finally got this blessing I worked so hard for, I prayed for, I manifest for, and I'm going to do any and everything to make sure this stays good, stay in that connection, but add more better to it. Allow myself, because it's like God don't want us to just sit there when we get to that point where you're successful, you making bank in your own business. This is a lifestyle. It don't feel like a job. It don't sound like a career, because there's more things you want to add to it. Don't get comfortable staying in one level. They want you to keep manifesting, manifesting. If they put you to new heights, allow yourself to go to higher directions. That's what they want you to be able to do, because these situations, when it's taking you heavy changes, is on its way of blessing you. And that's what they want you to be able to understand. Those things don't come easy. If it comes easy, it's not going to be worth that fight. And that's what they want us to be able to understand. I was like, dang, they hit deep. Yes, it hit deep and it hit different. Because all the things in your life, there's so many different things I was robbed of. I used to always, see that my life was happy, and it was very short-lived. Anything that was happy in my life, it didn't last long. And that was preparing me for what I'm doing now, facing my struggles, being transparent through projecting out the things that I went through. I don't want to project that for somebody to, consume that and embody that. Nah, I want you to be able to consume and embody that change of love that's coming towards you. Even when you may not feel that, there's a lot of people in your life that make you question your own existence at the time, but they're supposed to be there and do that, because the fact is you have something very great in you. You have something very great and a purpose you're being led to do. And that's why they sit up here and contradict every single thing that you try to do, discourage you. put doubts in your head or send you in a different direction that's opposite on where you're supposed to be going, because they see something in you they don't want to manifest and see within themselves. Because everybody got it, but not everybody's willing to go through those intense sacrifices to get to it, because that's too much. Like, right, if they got to focus on things and be able to be responsible for their own actions, call their own self out on the things they're pushing out that is not being transparent, like, or their wounds or their ego or your envy or your insecurities. If you're coming out with infinite love and you having true intentions about that, a lot of people feel like, oh, it's in true intention. Is this in true intention to better yourself or to block somebody else in their blessing? Are you doing this where it's going to bless everybody? Because a lot of people do things and they feel like, oh, I'm on that level where I'm doing something good. But is it good to better in you because you don't want to see somebody do better? Now I see people that do that. I'm like, oh, that's so weak, but I'm sending blessings to you because I want you to level up, and you want to see that when you are getting to that position where you want to see your enemies do good, when you're allowing yourself not to hold grudges over them folks, it's just the fact is people want you to hate them, because when you hate them and you breathe in that, that's letting you know you're placing that energy in what they have done to you. That's why I look at all my situations with my family that was supposed to be my family. And that was just a blessing in so many disguises, because it allowed me to love myself. I always just, cry. Like, why can't they love me? Why do they always, when they tell people about me, there's always something bad, but everybody else is successful? Because they seen something in me that they knew I could impact and move many. They didn't want me to see that within myself. But now it's like when they can be standing in front of me right now and I'm telling them thank you. I can even hug them. They're going to be looking at, hey, I want to hug you. She might shank me or something like that. No, I ain't got time for all that. I'm too busy, chasing my blessings and going towards that to be holding grudges on people. I just don't have time for that. Because anything that moves, that tries to step on God's purpose, on what he led you to do, trust and believe, they ain't messing with you. They messing with God. They're messing with your purpose. And it's like when you got all these spiritual enforcements, some people kind of short, as they say out in the street, they kind of short and not correcting their spirit to know in that common sense. You keep messing around with those blessings and on purposes that led them people to it, you gonna hit it big. You gonna hit it in heavy, and it ain't gonna be in a good way. Because those are going to be the lessons of blessings, or they're going to see it's never good or bad. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gets what's coming to them. Whatever they're pushing out, trust it comes back. Anytime you have somebody that's in your life that is placed on enemy lines to make sure you're doing that, it's a blessing, because it allows you to keep pushing. Even when these people are trying to they want to know your every move. You don't want to know every move. God tell you, real G's move in silence. Because it's going to be to that point where your success is going to speak before your words ever do. And they want you to be able to understand that. But allow yourself to keep moving forward, even through those hardest times on the directions that they're guiding you towards. Have faith in yourself that you're going to conquer more than you ever imagined, knowing you about to ingest and embody things that you never seen that was going to, just connect with you in your life. Move in your faith. Not everything that's magical can be seen. Because if it can be able to be seen that easily, there are too many enemies of being in your face to try to make sure you don't hit that destination. So keep going. Say thank you for everything that you're going through, because it made you better than you ever realized. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. I missed y'all, but like I had to say, I had to take time out for myself, reprogram myself, regroup, recharge, because it was hard for a sister. But anyways, I would love to give a post notification and shout out to Richard Anderson, Christine Flaherty, Crystal Blythe, Andres Alvarez, and Linda Santi, and JL and D Little 39DI. Much love to you as well. I hope that you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Like and subscribe, share, tell somebody about the channel, give me a thumbs up, drop a line. All my contact information is in the description box below. I will see you on my video. Whatever you're manifesting, I hope it becomes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. Come sooner than you expected. And I will see y'all on my next video. Much love. Peace.